Yep. Inside, I want to kill myself. We are on an 0-7 run over the last 2 days. After tonight was just complete bullshit. So that's how I'm going to start off this show. Horrible Sunday, 1-5. I don't even know what to tell you about that. I just don't want to do this anymore. I have never seen anything like this, man. With the slump continuing, 2 straight losses, not a good day at all. 0-4. I just have not had a good season, man. What can this slump that I'm on? The slump continues. I've reached a new peak, actually. I'm gonna burn my Bruins hat, man. I don't know what is going on with the Bruins. March 8th, is that what it is? I don't even know. It's March 9th, I think. Who even knows, man? I don't know what day it is anymore. I don't even know what day it is anymore, man. Back with you after the worst day that I could possibly have. Back with you, as I always am. Until I die, at least. 0-2 yesterday, and yesterday did not go well for me. 0-5. The worst month that I've ever had in my 18 years doing this. I don't know what to even tell you about this anymore. Broke the slump yesterday as the slump discontinues. The slump continues. Somebody fucking kill me, please. I don't even know what I should do at this point other than potentially end it all.
Oh my God.
You like that intro, Clint?
I'm a fan, dude. I think you need to rename your show to The Slump Continues, to be honest.
Man. I need new, branding and shit. But yeah, maybe I should do that. What's up, everybody? This is The Slump Continues.
Exactly, dude.
This is Bald, actually, is what we're calling this series. Clint Russell is back.
Yo,
Clint,
sorry.
how you doing, man?
I'll show the bald head so that people can know that we're still on brand. I'm good, man. I'm good. I am just a disclaimer to everybody. I am deep in baseball right now, so I am like all about the Padres. I am totally oblivious to anything, any offseason trades, maneuvers, signings in the NFL. I'm going to be totally worthless, which means that my advice will be just as accurate as Toad's. So that'll be good.
That's pretty much, yeah. This is going to be very retarded. Well, what do you think about the baseball moves that are happening? Trade deadline today, San Diego. Seems like the Padres are sellers, man, seemingly, right? Well, I don't know.
They picked up the Oakland A's closer, and they're not even getting rid of Suarez, which is the best closer in baseball. So it looks like who did they trade away that makes you think we're sellers?
Or actually, maybe they're not, actually, because they traded away their top prospect, who I thought was on the verge of maybe coming up to the majors, but
oh no, that doesn't make you a seller. They traded away the prospect to bring in a starting closer with 3.8 ERA, which is three. Suarez, who's the best closer in baseball, has 3.45. So it's he's basically we have the deepest pen ever. In baseball history. It's fucking crazy. So as long as our starters can get us to the 6th, it's game over.
Yeah. The Padres, even prior to this move, they already had the best bullpen ERA in baseball.
Yeah, exactly. And we just added, which I have no idea why we added that when we need to add a bat, but I guess we're gonna ride the pitching merry-go-round. We also brought in a new starting pitcher, which we did need help with. I like the Padres, man. The Shillelaghs are. I'm blanking on his name, but he's a legit starter. So we needed, we needed an additional starter because we've been racked with injuries, but now we're getting healthy. Now the bats are starting to fucking heat up. We just added a starting closer for the A's is going to be our 8th inning guy probably, which we don't even need because we've got such incredible bullpen action. But I don't know, the Padres are legit, dude.
And he was the only the only relief pitcher on the A's who's even any good at all.
Yeah, and we're we want.
He went from the worst bullpen in baseball to the best bullpen in baseball.
Exactly.
And then I guess, they got J.P. Sears. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean he's all right.
He's decent. Yeah, I mean he's okay. But my point is if you can get your starting 4 or 5 pitchers to get you 5 innings, 6 innings, and only give up 2 runs, we're gonna shut you out after that. So I like our chances. I think we're gonna make the Dodgers really sweat the pennant.
I hope you do, because I don't want to see the Dodgers do anything. Dodgers and Yankees, just get rid of them, and then I don't care who wins besides that, really.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out in the chat, by the way. Did the Red Sox bring in enough pitching help? No. And they gave up too much for it. The Red Sox made 2 moves, and they got one of the better relievers from the Cardinals, and I think they gave up too much to get him. And they just got, today, they got Dustin May from the Dodgers. He sucks. Like,
he used to be good.
He's basically on par. Well, he's young, but he's basically on par with like all the other Red Sox pitchers who all pretty much suck. So I don't see. And they gave up Tibbs for him. The best part of the deal that they made for Devers, Tibbs, is a power hitting outfielder. No, let's just trade him. We have too many They do have too many outfielders, but still. For Dustin May, what the fuck?
If the chat could confirm if our levels are equal, I would appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. How are our levels? Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm always below Clint, though. I mean, let's just face it.
No, but we cranked you up before the show, and you sound good to me right now, so I just want to make sure.
in life.
Oh, well, self-deprecation aside, I just want to make sure our levels are the same.
All right, yeah. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Clint is slightly louder. Well, that's par for the course, and anyway,
yeah.
I think
Sorry.
Probably we're all right. Anyway, yeah, we'll get into football, which you're not paying attention to at all. I'm trying to pay attention to it. Your Chargers, I believe, are winning this Hall of Fame game right now, which doesn't matter at all. But
nope. But we're up 14-0, which means we're going to win the Super Bowl. So in your fucking face.
That's right. Well, we could get into it, man. I figured we'd just go like division by division, basically, and just throw out like, who do we think is going to win this division? Who else do we think is going to make the playoffs? There are 3 wild cards now in each conference, and I guess who's going to be in the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl? I guess just crapshoot, basically. Throw shit at the wall. Though I do have betting odds up as well, and I can tell you what some of the moves have been. I mean, we could start in the AFC East, where the team that I formerly rooted for is in there, the New England Patriots, with Buffalo, Miami, and the New York Jets, obviously. I mean, we're probably gonna have the same pick on this one. Who do we think is gonna win this division? I mean, the major changes here really are that the Patriots brought in Mike Vrabel as head coach. They brought Josh McDaniels back as OC, so huge coaching changes there. Personnel-wise, not like major differences really, and the Jets have a new head coach as well as Aaron Glenn, who is a former Jet player who was the defensive coordinator
for the Lions.
For the Lions, yeah. So Lions lost both of their coordinators.
I like Aaron Glenn, but the Jets have no chance. The Patriots have no chance. It's either the Dolphins or the Bills. Is Tua healthy?
I guess to start the season, supposedly.
All right. Well, I actually like the Dolphins a decent amount, but I obviously the odds must be for the Bills, right?
Yeah, I mean. There they are. Minus 310 to win the AFC East. Patriots second best odds.
Oh, interesting.
At plus 475.
I would go Bills, Dolphins, Pats, Jets if I was picking, but yeah, that's fine. I assume it's going to be the Bills regardless.
The Bills, I mean, they're basically the same team again. I mean, they basically lose in the playoffs at some point every single year, but I think they're going to do it again. They're going to get there. I mean, this division, the Patriots should improve, but they have so many changes. They have to get used to this new system, whatever, even though I think Vrabel's a good coach. It's going to be good for them. They got Stephon Diggs as well for some offensive help there. But, nice. Yeah, I don't see the Patriots doing it right away, although they may come in second. Like, I might put them in this exact order that the odds have here, which is boring, but Miami, I think they stink, man. And if Tua isn't healthy, like if he goes down at some point during the season, seems like it always happens. Their defense sucks. I think they still have Mike McDaniels as their coach, right? He's a clown. I mean,
am I misremembering, or did Tua not have a decent bounce back year last year?
I don't think he did. I think he was hurt again in Miami. I think he was like in and out of the lineup like constantly.
I thought he was really solid when he was playing. I could be wrong, though.
I think I picked him up in fantasy, but I don't know if that really matters. I don't think he was that good.
You wouldn't pick him up in fantasy if he wasn't putting up some numbers. So, yeah, I think my recollection is correct. I could be wrong, but I think that he played well. But he's obviously a feather tackle away from having a concussion in his career ending. So, I think it's the Bills to lose. If they lose it, it would be a major disappointment.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they will do it. I mean, they basically have the same team again, same coach. I think same coaching staff, whatever. I mean, I think it's pretty much the same. I do have the coaching changes up here, by the way, which most of the changes, as I already said, are on New England in this division this year. They brought in all new, an entirely new coaching staff. As you can see, so did the Jets. But I mean,
I like that the Pats just rewound 10 years. They're like, just give us Vrabel and McDaniels.
Yeah, well, Vrabel was a player for them, right? He wasn't a coach for them, right? Or was he? I don't even remember now.
No, I don't think so. But my point is, it's like, they're just like grasping for their old glory. I don't know. We'll see if it works out. I didn't think Vrabel was anything special. Wasn't he with the Titans, or who was he with? The Lions?
Yeah, but Titans, he got them to the playoffs, I think, most years that he was their head coach. And it seemed to me like he was doing that with less talent than you would think, really. I mean, Ryan Tannehill was their quarterback. He's not good. I mean, they had Derrick Henry, obviously, but...
Well, I could win a couple games with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, the Patriots, I don't even know who they have for running backs this one. I think, actually, they did pick somebody up, right? I mean, I can look quickly. I think they had some changes here for the Patriots. They have... No, they still have Stevenson, I guess. They picked up Antonio Gibson for, like, running back depth, but they still have Stevenson. Obviously, they have Drake May. I mean, he's probably going to improve, in my opinion. I would say he showed some glimpses of being all right when they put him in, like, halfway through the season last year. So Bills for both of us in that division. Jets, I agree with you. Jets will be last place. I think they're a total doormat, man. I mean, the Jets, who is their quarterback at this point for the Jets?
I have no idea.
I think it was whoever they have already got hurt in the preseason. Wait a minute. It's Justin Fields. Yeah, and Tyrod Taylor will back him up.
That's interesting because Tyrod Taylor is like actually a decent talent quarterback. I don't know why he's always a backup.
Yeah. People saying this feels right with 2/5 of Tower Gang. Zach, what's up, man? Zach always rooting for the Royals there. Yeah, I agree with you that I think Tyrod Taylor could be a starter. Like when he was on the Giants for a while and he was constantly backing up Daniel Jones, and it seemed like they were almost better when Tyrod Taylor was in there over Daniel Jones. So
I think he started a couple games for the Seahawks last season too, and like won a bunch of games, or maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't know. Tyrod Taylor was a backup for the Chargers for a while. I've always been impressed with the guy. I think that he's like a legit pro.
I agree.
But I think the Bears, gave up on Fields really quickly. So you never know. Maybe he's got life in him.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be number one for the Jets if he comes back from injury. I think it's like a toe injury, so I'm sure he will be back. The AFC North might be more interesting, where we have Baltimore, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh in this division, and of course. Some of the major changes here, well, Pittsburgh, probably the most major changes, where they have Aaron Rodgers as their starting quarterback now. And they drafted Will Howard. I don't know if he's going to be the backup, or do they have another quarterback in there too? And they lost Najee Harris, but they brought in your guy, I think, Jalen Warren, is their starting running back now.
I don't even know him.
They still have Mason Rudolph. Jalen Warren, I'm pretty sure, was on the Chargers, right?
Nope.
Am I wrong about that?
I don't recognize the name.
I think he was. Maybe I'm wrong. This shows how retarded we are. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. Never mind. He was on Pittsburgh anyway. Never mind. He's their starter now, so that's great for them. But they do have Aaron Rodgers now, and they brought in Robert Woods, and they've got Calvin Austin, and they got DK Metcalf, actually. So they did change their wide receiver core. So Pittsburgh probably has the most major changes.
I like that receiver core. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. And, if they can jive with Aaron Rodgers. Dude, I think Aaron Rodgers, I mean, the media just shits on him all the time because of his, ayahuasca trips and especially because of his vaccine shit, the anti-vax shit. I still like Rodgers. And if you look at his stats last year, besides the increase in interceptions, his stats weren't that bad. And he was on a terrible Jets team. Like, I think it's a better situation for him on the Steelers with Mike Tomlin.
By a million miles. Like, if he's got anything left in the tank, no excuses this year. Like, you either deliver now or you are obviously washed. So I think he's got a chance. I think he's got a chance of actually winning the division with them.
Yeah, and he's got his mystery wife. You hear about that? Where he won't say who it is. He's like, I'm married now, and I won't tell you who I'm married to. People are like, it's a dude.
Based.
Like, Yeah, like I don't know. He seems happy, but
I don't know, dude. I fucking like the guy so much because like who else does what he's done over the past 5 years? Like nobody. So I'm rooting for Aaron Rodgers.
Nobody, and I think he has to do better than he did because last year, remember, he had an entire season injured prior to that. So,
well, the Jets are just the dregs. Like, why would you expect anybody to succeed with them?
Yeah, and Pittsburgh has this run. Mike Tomlin has the longest. I think he's tied currently for the longest streak for a head coach having no losing seasons. I think it's 21 straight seasons now for Mike Tomlin.
He had a couple 500 seasons in there, but
right.
No, he's had an incredible run, and kudos to him. And I think if there's anything left in the tank, Tomlin will squeeze it out of him. This receiver core will squeeze it out of him. I think that they'll probably have a better. How could they have a worse O-line than the Jets did? I think that they're going to give it a real run. I think that
the O-line is bad though. Pittsburgh, it is a problem.
Yeah, but I still feel like they're going to give him more protection than the Jets had. But I think that I guess the wild card is I don't know what the hell's happened with the Browns. They're like
they're a clown show, dude. I mean, I can't believe they haven't fired their coach.
Dude, Flacco is going to be their starter. Holy shit!
Yeah, Joe. They have Kenny Pickett on their team now. They drafted Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, and Joe Flacco is currently their number one. Yeah,
dude, I'm gonna be rooting hard for Shedeur. That'd be great if he could actually get some snaps and do something.
I can't stand him. I hate him. I think it was all nepotism. I think he's gonna suck.
Well, no, he might. I'm just saying I like underdog stories, and he wasn't an underdog in college. He was like the overdog of overdogs, but in the NFL, no one has any faith in him at all. So I would love to see him do something.
His numbers retired at the University of Colorado. He went 13-12 as a quarterback there.
By the way, his dad's like legit on death's door because of vaccine injuries.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Dion?
Dude. That's why he almost lost his leg due to clotting in his lower extremities, which was almost certainly vaccine induced. He got multiple boosters.
Thrombosis.
Yeah, he got multiple boosters. He almost lost his leg. Now he's got really like turbo cancer in his bladder, which they had to replace his bladder with a portion of his large intestine. So like now he pisses out of his shit tube.
Wait. The reverse, right? Wait a minute. They replaced part of his intestine with part of his bladder, or the other way around?
No. He had turbo cancer in his bladder, bro, which is super rare.
So they took part of his intestine and fixed his bladder with it. So now
No. They made a new bladder out of lower intestine. No shit.
So now he's,
or I guess there's probably some shit left.
Right. So that means he's gonna be shitting out of his urethra, basically.
No, he's gonna be pissing out of his shitter.
Okay, no. I think the opposite is true because you got
No, it's both. It's both actually because he's going to piss out of his shit tube because it's his lower intestine, which is where the piss will be. But then he's going to piss. Then he's going to piss little shit flakes out of his urethra. So we're both right.
Maybe he just has one hole now. He's like a platypus.
Anyways, I love Deion Sanders. He was such an inspiration to me as a kid, and it kills me that he's so obviously destroyed his body by going down that path, and like he won't acknowledge it. No one talks about it, but I'm going to talk about it because it's the truth. He probably shortened his life 30 years by doing that shit.
We're going to get better off dead banned. And I think, dude, I haven't been a fan of Deion, but I think I've heard that he was still going to coach this year at Colorado, but maybe he's not. I don't know.
Dude, I mean, they legitimately had to replace his fucking bladder with a shit pipe. So like, who knows?
I don't know either. But yeah, in this division, Cleveland, I mean, they're a wild card, I guess, in that you have no idea what they're going to do, but they're going to be the last place team in this division. I mean, let's be real about that. Baltimore is basically the same team they were last year, and so is Cincinnati. And I think Cincinnati, I mean, they missed out on the playoffs basically just because they lost some close games, and their defense does suck, but their offense is a juggernaut. I mean, they've.
I think they rattled off like 8 of their last 9, like they were totally out of it, and then they almost climbed back in. So I think
a game against the Steelers away from making the playoffs, basically. Yeah,
I think the Bengals are probably the team to look out for as like a wild card out of that division. But I would still say it's the Ravens to lose. The Steelers would probably be like minus 200 to win the division, I'm guessing.
Ravens, you mean minus 200? Ravens are minus 165. Bengals are up at plus 270, and Steelers plus 500, and the Browns basically have no chance.
Okay. Well, I think those odds are. I would actually have the Steelers like in alignment with the Bengals, maybe, but whatever. It's close enough.
I mean, I think the Steelers definitely have a shot. I mean, this is still going to be a really good division, except the Browns, I think, are going to be a total doormat, but the other three teams are going to be good. Yeah,
it's going to be like the AFC West is usually, where there's three really solid teams and one piece of shit team.
Yeah, I think the Ravens still win this division. Cincinnati, I still see Cincinnati as the biggest threat, but I really still don't like their defense. And they have Joe Burrow. I don't know about him, man. I mean, I don't know. He just kind of angers me, just because he's a fashionista. I'm like, this guy's gay.
Well, he just dresses terribly. I don't mind if you're like into fashion, but you can't dress like fucking Ellen DeGeneres, dude. He looks terrible.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he looks like Megan Rapinoe or something. But yeah, that's
he looks like a lesbian. Like, why are you dressing like a lesbian? You're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Stop it.
All right. The AFC South is definitely where we go south, because this is.
Oh, I don't know anything about these teams.
both Souths are both of the worst divisions in football, man. Like AFC South, to me, it's almost like any of these teams could win this division, because none of these teams are dominant. I mean, the Houston Texans are going to be similar to last year, where CJ Stroud, he took a major step back. Their offense was way worse last year than it was the previous year. Part of it was because their O-line was terrible, and they haven't really fixed their O-line, but their defense got way better last year. So Houston, they're going to be a similar team to last year, I would imagine.
I would say the Texans are the favorite in that one.
They are. Indianapolis, I mean, I think Indy, we don't even know what's going on with their quarterback, because they still have Richardson. He's hurt, although he's still listed as their starter, and they have Daniel Jones now.
Oh, man.
And they drafted Riley Leonard. If Richardson is hurt, it looks like Daniel Jones is going to be their starter, which would not be a good thing.
Yeah.
But they still have Taylor, who, when he's healthy, he's an elite running back.
He's a beast.
Healthy.
He's a beast, but I would not be putting money on them.
No. I mean, the Colts are actually my team since I left the Patriots for Peyton Manning, because I hated Brady and Belichick. So I'm a Peyton Manning fan, man. I was always a Peyton Manning fan, so I rooted for them. So I'm still on the Colts bandwagon. Their owner died, I believe, right, during this offseason, Irsay. So maybe it'll be like, let's step up and let's play one. Let's do this season for him.
Now that they got rid of that crackhead, maybe they'll improve. That dude was a real piece of shit, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these owners are. But
I usually try not to talk bad about the dead, but like that guy was a real obvious scumbag. Those rich dudes whose faces are always like beet red because they're just such obvious alcoholics and drug addicts. Like that's who Jim Irsay was.
It's the demon in them, man. And Jim Irsay, his thing was he collected rock memorabilia to like a huge extent. I saw him in some documentary. Maybe it was one of the Hard Knocks or something, where he's just talking about like all the shit that he had, like all of his rock memorabilia. I'm like, I kind of want that. Like if I had money. Hard Knocks, by the way, should be starting really soon. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills on Hard Knocks this year, by the way, which could be potentially interesting. Get to see some of Josh Allen's girlfriend there, Haley Steinfeld. I'm a fan.
Oh, dude, that was right. I really enjoyed Sinners, by the way.
Sinners? I haven't seen it yet, but I'm expecting it to be race baiting bullshit, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, it is, but it's is
she in that?
Yeah, she's the lead, or like the lead actress in it.
All right, then I am going to watch it and probably jerk off.
Well, that's TMI, but yeah, like I thought that, what's the name of the actor, the black dude?
I don't even know. I have no idea who the lead is.
Jordan B. Anthony? No, not Jordan B. Anthony. Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. He's MJ, man. MBJ.
Jordan B. Anthony. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
He's like Michael Jordan, but gay because he gives BJs.
Well, he plays the lead, and it's him playing himself or playing a twin. So it's these twin brothers, and they're like they're moonshiners. Anyways, it's a really good movie, and yes, it's got race baiting, and yes, the white people are the devil, and yes, all that, and it's like, and trust me, it bothers me just as much as it bothers you, but if you can get over that, I promise you it's a fucking fun movie.
All right, I guess I'll have to watch it. Right now I'm going through the old Hitchcock movies that are on Netflix before they go away, but I'm not going to finish all of them, but that's what I've been doing. Anyway, the Colts, I mean, the Colts are kind of a wild card, though. Like, if they stay healthy and like if they can get something out of their quarterback, they could compete in this division, man. I mean, they usually are kind of right there, like 1 or 2 games away. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with them. Jacksonville, I mean, Trevor Lawrence has basically not been healthy for years. So I don't know. It all depends on whether or not he's going to be healthy because Jacksonville, I think they have like the highest ceiling and like the lowest floor here. Like they could do anything to me. Jacksonville, though, they have a new head coach, which is Liam Cohen, I believe is his name. He was the one that Duval video. Did you see that? Where he came out and he like very unemphatically like gave like the, I guess that's like the Jacksonville cheer or whatever. And it was like the most unemphatic bullshit that you'll ever see. I'm like, what is up with this guy? Like he's a total clown, but I guess he's supposedly a good coach. I don't even know where he came from, but he's the new Jacksonville head coach there.
Yeah, I'm not going to be betting on them either.
Yeah, well, in this division, we have Jacksonville has the second best odds at plus 290. Houston's only at plus 110. And then Tennessee, actually not even that far off at plus 600. I mean, this could be a wild card, man. Tennessee, of course, basically, I mean, they have a new head coach, I believe, right? Because, how long has Vrabel been gone? I don't even know, man. Maybe, am I talking about, no, they still have Brian Callahan. What am I saying? Yeah. So they kept Brian Callahan. He's only been there for 1 year. But the big change for Tennessee is they drafted Cam Ward, number 1 overall, and he is going to be their starter. And Will Levis is out for the season now anyway, so they basically don't even have a choice but to go with Cam Ward at this point.
As of late, there's always been this, one top draft pick quarterback who kind of bursts on the scene and does well. I guess Cam Ward would be the odds-on favorite to do that for them, but my expectation is year 3, CJ Stroud, bounces back hard and the Texans run away with it. That's my guess, but we'll see.
Ooh. I don't know if I see them running away with it. And then we do have strength of schedule here, by the way, if we just want to take a look at that. Interestingly, the Bills, actually, even though they won the division, usually the teams that win the division, because they have to play all the other division winners, they usually don't have an easy schedule. Bills actually have a somewhat easy schedule. Jacksonville's is actually one of the top easiest as well. Patriots, 49ers, because the 49ers, had a really bad record last year. Some of the most difficult are Cleveland and the Giants, even though they're like the worst teams anyway. And
That's
Lions and Philadelphia and Chiefs, Vikings, I mean, they get no reprieve either. Houston's is very difficult too, though, because they won the division last year. So their schedule gets a bit difficult. So I don't know, man. I mean, I might go Jaguars in this division. I mean, something tells me it's not going to be Houston this time. I don't know, man.
We'll see. That'll be interesting.
I think it's going to be close. I think the Jaguars might rise up. I think these other teams could. I think it's just going to be basically it's going to be a clusterfuck in this division. Basically, I think whoever wins that division is going to be out in the playoffs. But
I think there'll be a walkthrough in the first round. But I really think CJ Stroud's going to bounce back. He was so awesome as a rookie. I'd be surprised if he just continues to decline, but you never know.
Well, they need offensive line help, but also they did have a lot of wide receiver injuries last year, so that didn't help. Joe Mixon is injured right now, I guess, but he is there. But they do have Nick Chubb now, so I don't know if he's going to bounce back. But they have Collins still. They have Tank Dell, but looks like he's currently injured as well. And they have Christian Kirk, who I think they added at some point. So they still have like a decent wide receiver core there on that team if they're healthy. But last year, I mean, they had major wide receiver injuries, so that didn't help.
Let's move on to the only division that matters.
Yeah, your AFC West, man.
That's right, motherfuckers.
Denver, KC, Raiders, and Chargers. Of course, basically the major change here pretty much is that the Raiders have Pete Carroll as their head coach now, and one of their big offseason moves was to get Christian Wilkins, is that his name? And now he's already off the team for being a homo in the locker room. Did you see that?
I did. I heard about that. Yeah. If you can't kiss your teammates, like, what are we even doing?
Yeah, and he was their best defensive lineman, and he's already off the team.
The whole reason that Tower Gang fell apart is because I wasn't allowed to kiss you guys, and I think that would have kept us going. So
that's true. So, this division, I mean, we know Kansas City is basically the same as last year, although Rashee Rice is going to miss part of the season because he caused a 6-car accident while drunk and driving over 100 miles an hour. So I don't know if you heard about that, but that came down.
Awesome move, bro.
Rice is suspended. KC, I mean, obviously they have Mahomes, Andy Reid. They have pretty much the same team. Travis Kelce, is he going to take a step back because he was in Happy Gilmore too? I don't know.
Well, he took a huge step back last season, so.
Well, yeah, because of Taylor Swift.
Well, I don't. I just think he's getting old, dude. I think he's really close to the end. I don't know. Don't care. I'm just saying he played terribly last season.
Yeah, but they do have Xavier Worthy. Looks like the real deal, man. I mean, he was amazing in the later parts of the Super Bowl. He's insane. And then, of course, Denver.
Worthy's got incredible speed, but his hands are shit.
Yeah, that's true. Denver might. I don't know what Denver's going to do, man, because it's the second season with Bo Nix and with Sean Payton, which does mean, second year. I think is it second or third with Payton now? Because it does mean they're going to know, the system now. But these rookie quarterbacks, man, a lot of times they take a step back in year two. So I'm not sure about Denver. And then you have your LA Chargers second year under Harbaugh, which I think is a good thing because now they're used to their system and used to his system. And dude, everybody being, in the betting world over here, Chargers are almost always like an anti-public play right now because Harbaugh's style of offense is like, I'm going to run the ball constantly. We're going to ball control. We're going to possess the ball as much as possible, not going to turn the ball over, and it's going to let our defense rest, basically, which is a good recipe for winning games, but the public doesn't like to bet on it because, that means their offense sucks. But that's not really the case, I actually like it.
It also means that you're going to be in a lot of close games because that's the downside of that style is that you don't win a lot of games by 20-plus points.
That's true.
So you're going to be in a lot of 1- and 2-possession games, and that's why the Chargers usually come down to are we going to be 10-7? Are we going to be 8-9, 9-8, or do we actually break through? I think we've got a chance to break through, but I don't know what moves we've made this offseason. Did we bring anybody in? Anything?
Najee Harris.
He's a running back, right?
Yeah. He was basically ass on Pittsburgh for a long time, but he's apparently hurt right now, but I don't think he's going to be hurt for a significant period of time. I don't know. A lot of these guys are just listed as injured right now, but it's preseason right now. He's McConkey was our only receiver last year. We need Quentin Johnson to step up bad, dude. He was terrible for us. See, this is the problem. You've got such a good quarterback, and we just are not surrounding him with the weapons necessary. Right. And Herbert, he's been dealing with injuries. I don't think he was healthy last year, man. So I kind of think he might be in a better shape this year.
Herbert played really well, given he had no tools. Lad McConkey was this rookie from nowhere that just exploded on the scene because of Herbert. So Herbert's that good that he can turn B- material into A material, but I don't know. I would really like it if we had a couple legit number ones.
Yeah, I kind of like it, though, just, again, because of the ball control style of offense. They're going to be running the ball a lot, and I think Harris is actually an improvement from what they had last. Who the hell did they even have last year for running backs? I couldn't even tell you. Yeah, so now they have Najee. That's an improvement, actually.
Yeah, no, it should be, actually. He's kind of a bruiser, isn't he?
Yeah. He's big. Yeah. He's a big dude. He's kind of a power back. I didn't have the right system, I think, in Pittsburgh. Their run blocking was terrible in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so I think that's the play. But I think the question is, do we have the weapons around Herbert to actually, when you're playing these close style games, do you have enough to actually make sure that you can go get a touchdown late in the fourth? I think Herbert obviously has the skills to do that, but does he have the tools? So we'll see.
Right. Yeah, so that's basically that's this division. So
but I think the Chiefs are probably as vulnerable as they've been in a long time because they're aging.
Oh right, yeah, and then the Raiders actually have an entirely new offense basically too because they got Geno Smith and they drafted Ashton Genty, who's going to be their starting running back this year. So Raiders kind of a wild card actually, with Pete Carroll as head coach now.
Yeah, I would not. I would say that they're going to be last place in the AFC West, but
I would agree with you. I agree.
Yeah.
But this is a good division. I think this division is actually better than the AFC North this year. This is a difficult division, man.
It's tough. I would be surprised if the order isn't the same as last season. I think it'll be Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders.
That is probably the way that the odds are. Let me see. Chiefs are -120, not a huge favorite. Broncos +300, Chargers +310, and then the Raiders way down at +2,000.
I would have the Chargers obviously ahead of the Broncos, but whatever.
So do I. I guess I'll go with the Chiefs, but I think it's going to be close, man. The Chiefs, losing the Super Bowl, that you usually wind up in a curse, man. Like the Super Bowl loser always takes a step back the next year. They always have like pretty much a bad season. Chiefs won so many close games last year, man. Yeah, their defense is still good, and they have some weapons, I guess, around Mahomes again, but I don't know how much I really trust the Chiefs, man. I'll go with them, I guess, to win this division, but I think the Chargers are going to be second or first in this division. I think Chargers definitely have a shot.
I do too. Yeah. I mean, but I always feel that way, so I'm too biased to actually have a real opinion on this.
I think the Broncos have a greater chance than the Chargers to fall off more than what they were last. I think they were a little bit overrated last year, to be honest, the Broncos.
Well, it's just so rare to have a rookie quarterback do what he did. To expect him to duplicate that and to improve is that's rare, super rare.
Yeah, and part of it is that the league now, like, they see what you just did with your offense, and now they kind of know.
Well, exactly, and they didn't take
game film on it. Yeah,
they also didn't take him seriously because he's a rookie. Right. So like, you think you're just going to beat the shit out of him, and then you're like, oh, this guy's like actually a problem. But now that he's a problem, they're going to try and solve it. So yeah, I'd say they probably end up. You can't go 500 now because of the 17 game season, but somewhere in that arena.
All right, who are your 3 wild cards, Clint? The teams that'll make the playoffs in the AFC that are not your division winners.
Scroll up again.
We got, I'm assuming you're probably going to go with Cincinnati as one of them, and you sounded like you like Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think Cincy, Pittsburgh, and the Chargers is probably...
Chargers, right? You basically implied that, yeah. There are only so many spots that you can get here. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with Cincinnati as well for one of them. I mean, I think that division, I mean, those are good teams, man. I'll go with Cincinnati to be one of them. I'll go with the Chargers as well because I think since Kansas City and the Chargers, they're both going to make the playoffs in my opinion. So they'll be 1, 2, and I don't know which order it's going to be in. Chiefs probably 1, but I think it's close. And then I will go with... I'll go with Pittsburgh. I'll go with.
You're going with the exact same picks as me.
Fuck. But I picked Jacksonville instead of Houston though.
Oh, okay.
To win the AFC South, so I'm saying Houston misses the playoffs.
I'm saying you have the exact same wild cards as me, and other than the AFC South, we agreed. So we're in trouble. Don't bet on this, folks.
Yeah. All right. NFC East, we have Dallas, Giants, Philadelphia, and Washington. Dallas fired Mike McCarthy finally, so they actually elevated from within, and now their head coach is Brian Schottenheimer, which may not be a good thing for them, but, I mean, could you really get worse than having McCarthy there? And Dallas spent most of last season without Dak Prescott, so he is going to be back. And, I mean, just like always, Dallas has Dak. They have good wide receivers. They have terrible running backs. I don't even know who their running backs are, to be honest. They have probably the worst running back core in the entire league. And defense is usually, like, they stack their defense with some talent, and they never do well. So that's Dallas.
Exactly.
Yeah, Giants, I don't even know if the Giants, kept Brian Daboll. I don't even know why. And Giants, of course, they picked up Russell Wilson, so he's going to be their starting quarterback.
Yuck.
And they drafted Jackson Dart, but they also have Jameis Winston. He should be their start. He should be their starter. Yeah.
I like Winston. I don't understand why he's not a starter.
He should be. He has so much more upside than Russell Wilson. Wilson is so old. And then Philly, basically the same. And then Washington. Basically, Washington's like kind of big addition pretty much was Deebo Samuel.
Who's the Eagles quarterback?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh, yeah.
And they won the Super Bowl last year, and they basically are bringing the whole team back, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Commanders or Redskins, whatever. Yeah. I think that those, like, to me, it's a 2-horse race. It's Eagles, Redskins.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the odds are going to reflect that as well. Although, I think Dallas, people are not giving Dallas as much of a chance as maybe they should have. We have Philly at minus 130, Washington plus 205, Dallas plus 550, and Giants don't even consider them pretty much.
It's not that I'm not giving the Cowboys a chance. It's just that every season they're hyped to be something, and every season it feels like they maybe they sneak into the playoffs and they don't do anything, or they have a terrible year. So I just don't have any faith,
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know why you would, but it seems like they do basically always make the playoffs as long as they have Dak Prescott there. And last year was so bad for them, but people I think are going to kind of underrate them a little bit this year because they look at how bad they were last year, but it was because Prescott wasn't there. And to me, I think Washington is going to be in a sophomore slump, man. I mean, I know they had a Deebo Samuel. They have all this talent. Jaden Daniels, again, like you said with Bo Nix, I think people did not take Daniels seriously. So I think Daniels, the league might have figured something out with him. I think they're going to take a step back, man. Washington.
No, you're right, and I'm totally like backtracking off of
and
what I
their
said.
defense isn't that good, even though I believe they did add. Broncos added Greenlaw. What am I saying? Greenlaw from San Francisco is on the Broncos now. Broncos are going to have a really good defense, man. Washington will not.
I know I'm backing off of what I just said about the Broncos and Bo Nix, but there is something to be said about star power, and that kid for the fucking Redskins has unbelievable charisma. That doesn't mean that he won't have a step back. Like CJ Stroud had an incredible charisma and he took a real step back, but this dude played like a fucking superstar as a rookie. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, but so did CJ Stroud.
Do not make a parlay of our picks, you lunatic.
Yeah. The parlay, if one of them goes down, one leg goes down, the whole thing goes down, man.
I promise you we're not going to get every pick right. I promise you that.
Your parlay is going to turn into Greg Abbott. I'm going to go. I think Philly wins this division again, even though I tend to think that the Super Bowl winner kind of gets overhyped a little bit, but I still think they're going to win this division again, Philly. I don't really see any of the other teams actually doing it.
I think the Skins are the wild card.
Yeah, I'm
like in the wild card, not the wild card to win the division. That's my guess.
I might go Dallas coming in second in this division, to be honest.
So you think the Redskins are going to fall off that much, huh?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, their season win total, they won 13 games last year, I think, or whatever it was, and their season win total is 9.5 this year at the books. So
yeah, well, but 10-7 gets you in, though.
It does. So there's something going on with that. I'll have to see what I think about the other wild cards, though. We got NFC North is probably the best division in all of football, except maybe for your AFC West. Well, actually, Raiders are probably worse than the Bears, man, but I don't know about the Bears. I don't know if I trust the Bears. The Bears did get rid of Matt Eberflus, their coach, their head coach. He was terrible, dude. And he's now he's the defensive coordinator somewhere else now. Where is he at?
It doesn't matter.
No, not really. But he's he's at Dallas actually. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So the Bears got rid of him, and the Bears.
Who's the quarterback for the Bears?
Caleb Williams.
The gay dude.
Yeah, the gay guy paints his nails, has a pink phone case, cries.
I don't understand. He's obviously kissing his teammates. Why isn't he off the team?
I know. And Ben Johnson is their head coach now. The former really good offensive coordinator from Detroit is the head coach of Chicago now. He's gone to their rival.
That's going to be interesting with Detroit losing their OC and DC.
Yeah, Detroit lost both of them, correct, yeah. And kept Dan Campbell as head coach. So Chicago has the new head coach. Green Bay, basically kept their guys. Green Bay, Jordan Love was kind of injured last year, so I think a lot of Green Bay is going to depend on whether or not he's healthy. Minnesota does not have Sam Darnold anymore, which I think he sucks, so I think that isn't even a negative for them. They're going with what their original plan was last year, which was they drafted J.J. McCarthy to be their starter right away last year. He got hurt in preseason last year, and he is healthy now, and he is going to be their starter now. J.J. McCarthy is the quarterback from the Minnesota Vikings now.
I don't have any expectations for him at all, so I have no idea.
I don't know what to think about him, man. I could see that going really well or really poorly, and I really don't. Yeah, I think the Vikings, they're kind of like what I said with the Jaguars. I think the Vikings could wind up really, really good, or they could just drop off quite a bit, but they seem to always be fairly good under Kevin O'Connell, almost kind of regardless of who's there. They still have probably the best wide receiver in all of football. Justin Jefferson is still there.
Dude, that guy is fucking so elite.
Yeah, so they have a lot of talent on their offense there around.
You saw what they did with the quarterback last season, and they still,
yeah. I think Darnold was terrible, and of course he fell off completely once he finally got pressured. He looked awful against Detroit.
Him in the playoffs was so
and against
sad.
The Rams. Yeah, the Rams. Well, I won money on that game, so I wasn't sad, but yeah.
Yeah, all right, go back to the division.
Yeah, this is NFC North, man. So
all right, so Packers, they got, is it Love still?
Jordan Love, yeah. And Packers, they don't have a lot of, hyped players really, but they have like a decent amount of talent there that just doesn't get any hype. I think they still have like Christian Watson there. They have like a couple of decent wide receivers there.
I would go Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears.
Yeah. I am similar to you, I think. Lions, plus 155, though. Packers plus 250, Vikings plus 320, Bears plus 475. That is a cluster, man.
It concerns me when every time I do this, I nail the odds, and I'm like Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears. They're like, that's exactly
Lions,
the odds.
Yeah, with the Lions, though,
losing the OC and DC, it's gonna be really interesting to see. I'm gonna
go Green Bay, and then I'm gonna go Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, Bears. That's how I'm gonna order this. I'm gonna go Green Bay wins the division.
You got more faith in Jordan Love than I would have expected.
He looked really good when he was healthy. So last year he was not healthy, and they still made the playoffs, and they almost won. Well, not almost won, but they played respectably, I guess, against Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's true. They did.
I think Green Bay, I think they're going to be overlooked a little bit right now. And again, they don't really have a lot of that like star power there other than Love. But Green Bay, I think they're pretty good. They're always there. Good coaching there still.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if any of the top three win. I would be shocked if the Bears won that division, though.
Me too. I have no faith in Caleb Williams, obviously. I don't think they're going to be good. But Bears.
Out of USC.
Their defense could be all right. Yeah, USC, by the way, also Sam Darnold. I'm not liking these USC quarterbacks.
No, they churn out shit.
NFC South, just a horrendous division, man. Atlanta,
sucks.
Carolina, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay.
Who the fuck is New Orleans quarterback now?
Tyler Shaw, I believe, who is a 26-year-old rookie that they drafted out of Louisville.
Oh, that old dude. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at the Saints, they might be the worst team in the league, dude. They have him, Spencer Rattler, who's that dude that looks like a half black, half albino with red hair.
Oh, yeah, that dude's horrifying.
And Jake Hayner, who I don't know what there is to even say about Hayner.
I feel like we could do a half an hour bit just riffing off of Spencer Rattler's face.
Yeah.
That dude's like a ginger nightmare. He's like a ginger that instead of not having a soul, he steals yours.
Yeah, no waste mixing. Although New Orleans still has Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed and Brandon Cooks. Those are decent players on their offense. But
no, you're right. But Tyler Schuff, whatever.
Schuff. Yeah, that guy.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
And then they did change their head coach as well in New Orleans with Kellen Moore is now their head coach, and I think he must have been their quarterback coach prior to that. He was a quarterback in college at Boise State, and then basically couldn't perform at the NFL level and got into coaching, and he's now their head coach.
Dude, I don't know anything about these teams, so I'm just going to leave this one to you.
But he is a player's coach, at least. Tampa, they still have Baker Mayfield there. I think Tampa... they still have Todd Bowles. I was thinking, did they get rid of Todd Bowles? I don't think they did. They've been in the playoffs.
Do the Falcons still have Michael Penix Jr. or who
they do? I like Michael Penix. Yeah, I like Michael Penix, man. He got a little bit of playing time under his belt last year, but not enough that teams aren't going to be like surprised by him. I think he actually looked fairly good. I actually like Penix.
He had flashes for sure.
Yeah, so the Falcons, this division is somewhat wide open, except for New Orleans, I would say. Atlanta, they still have Raheem Morris there. It's his second year there. I actually think he's not that bad of a coach either. Atlanta almost made the playoffs last year. And then Carolina, they're still doing the Bryce Young experiment there. And he actually, after they benched him because he was so bad, they brought him back, and he actually was good for the second half of the year. And they actually competed.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
They competed against some good teams. They got
he impressed me. I thought his career was over, so I was really happy. I love it. Anytime a guy who looks like he's like almost out of the league and then he bounces back and gets some W's, I'm like, that's fucking awesome. But I would still expect Saints, Panthers battling it out for the bottom, the Falcons, Bucks battling it out for the top. That's my guess.
Panthers still have a bad defense. They have a lot of young offensive talent, though. Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, their running back is still there. He's really good.
Chuba Hubbard, dude.
Chuba Hubbard, yeah.
Chuba Hubbard. What the fuck?
I thought that was how you pronounce it.
I call him Chuba Hubbard. I don't know if it's Chuba Hubbard. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and then they have Adam Thielen, who's veteran wide receiver. They still have Leggett, who's really good as well.
Thielen was great on the Vikings forever.
Yeah, they have some good wide receivers, actually, man. Jalen Coker actually looked good last year. I guess they drafted this guy. I don't even, how do you pronounce McMillan's first name? I don't know.
Tetaroa? I don't know.
Yeah, Tetaroa. Titty Roa, that guy. Motorboat. That's what I'm going to call him.
All right, who are you taking?
I'm going to take the Falcons to win this division, man. I think Tampa Bay, I think they take a step back, man. I'm still not really a huge Baker Mayfield fan. I know they still have him there. Their defense still, I don't think is really that great. I like Atlanta, man. Atlanta they're pretty much right there like every year. And I think I'm sold on Penix, and they have a lot of talent actually around Penix. I think they still have Bijan Robinson at running back there, and they still have Drake London. So they have
I agree with
possibly
you.
the best offense in this division.
I think Falcons probably do take it, but I don't think that the Bucs are like. I would not be shocked if the Bucs took that division.
No, me neither. I think it's going to be either Atlanta or Tampa Bay, in my opinion. Yeah, and New Orleans, I think, might be the absolute worst team in all of the NFL. To be honest, it's them and the Browns. I think fighting for dead last in all of the NFL. This division, Tampa's only minus 110, Atlanta plus 250, Carolina plus 380, Saints plus 1400, which I think
those odds are. I think those odds are. Well, I don't know. Bucks are heavy favorites. It seems like, but whatever. It's close enough.
No, I mean minus 110 versus the rest of the field is like basically like flip a coin.
No. But I mean for the division though, that's like they're basically it's even odds them or some other team.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Yeah. So you're going Tampa. I'm going Atlanta in that division.
No. I said Atlanta.
Oh, you said Atlanta. Oh God, we're the same, Clint.
Yeah. Well, it's just because I agree with your assessment. I like the Falcons. But I also said that I think like Tampa's got a real shot at the division. So, but I think it's just those two, and the other two teams are DOA personally.
All right, fair enough. Oh, and I forgot to mention. Wait, where the fuck did Devontae Adams? No, we're about to talk about him. He's on the Rams. So I was like, wait, I didn't talk about him yet. NFC West, we got Arizona, Rams, your cross-city rival Rams there, I guess. The 49ers and the Seahawks.
Not at all.
Oh, and 49ers, I mean, they lost some of their guys. They lost Deebo Samuel to the Redskins, as I said, and they did lose Greenlaw, but Greenlaw was like injured the whole time, like the last couple seasons anyway, so I don't even know, man. They lost him to Denver. Seattle kind of has the most changes as they do they have a new head coach too? No, they don't. Mike McDonald there. No, they have Mike McDonald, second year Mike McDonald. He was the defensive coordinator with Baltimore 2 years ago.
Okay.
So he's a defensive-minded
coach. So did Ian Carroll take a season off?
Pete Carroll, yeah. I think he was.
Ian Carroll.
He was out. He was out in the NFL, yeah.
Okay.
And then Seattle, they made the biggest kind of personnel changes because they have Sam Darnold as their starter quarterback now, and they did add Cooper Kupp at wide receiver, or kind of their big moves there. And then the Rams, like I said, added Devontae Adams basically to replace Cooper Kupp. But Devontae Adams is a deep threat, man, and Cooper Kupp is not.
No,
Kupp is
totally
more
different.
Of like a slot receiver.
Kupp is like a Lad McConkey.
Right, and Seattle also lost DK Metcalf to Pittsburgh, as we already saw. So I think Seattle sucks this year.
Yeah.
I think they're awful.
Who's their quarterback?
Darnold.
Yeah, dude, I would not want to.
They lost Geno Smith to the Raiders.
Yeah, no, and by the way, I was talking about the wrong quarterback. Geno Smith's the guy that I think is pretty good. But anyways,
he's all right.
Yeah, but Seahawks are gonna get fucked. Cardinals, they still got that little tiny black guy.
Kyler Murray. They still have him. Yeah, I think they still have all those guys. They still have him. They have who's the running back that they got? Connor, is that right? From how do I not remember these guys' names now? James Conner. Yeah, I'm right. And they have Marvin Harrison Jr., who was their big draft pick last year, who's Marvin Harrison's son, obviously, who was a really talented wide receiver. But man, the Arizona, they always have Kyler Murray, and they always have these guys, and they never do anything. So
yeah. I don't have high hopes for them.
They always fall short. They're always like a hot pick. Like all the professional bettors are like, man, I think Arizona could surprise this year, and they never do.
Rams still have Stafford, I guess.
They do. Matthew Stafford. He's getting old though.
Yeah, he is.
And it seems like he has like a back issue right now, so I don't know if that's going to hurt him at all.
Dude, this division's tough to read. Who's the Niners quarterback? I don't even know.
Brock Purdy.
Oh, yuck. I mean, he had a good year, but I don't know.
Well, the Niners last year, they only had like 6 wins last year, but everybody was hurt for them. Christian McCaffrey missed most of the season. I think Debo was hurt for part of the season. Greenlaw missed I think almost most of the season as well. They had a ton of injuries.
But didn't
Trent
homeboy,
Williams was hurt too, I think.
Didn't homeboy have a great year the year prior though?
Brock Purdy, they lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs the year before that. Overtime. Yeah, they had a good year that year. Yeah.
Oh, great year considering that they did it with Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Yeah, they have Brock Purdy. They still have Christian McCaffrey there. They still have, I believe they still have Brandon Ayuk, and they have Kittle is still there.
Yeah, my guess would be Niners, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks.
That is also what I'm going to go with there. Yeah, I agree with you. And they do have Jawan Jennings there. And Ricky Pearsall, by the way, decent wide receiver who missed time because he got shot, if you remember that.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty gangsta, really.
He's obviously a white player, right?
Pearsall is white, yeah. And you can guess what race the shooter was, too.
All right. What are the odds?
Man. It's probably close between San Francisco and the Rams. Let me see. I haven't looked at these odds for a while. It's plus 150 for the 49ers, plus 195 for the Rams. Cardinals, plus 450, and Seahawks, plus 500. I'm still going in that exact order, though, and also you just did as well.
Yep. I think that's how it plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 49ers, I mean, they still have same guys there. I mean, they still have what the fuck's their coach's name again? He's been really good there. Like one of the best coaches in the league, man. I can't remember. Kyle Shanahan. I was going to say Mike Shanahan, his father. Kyle Shanahan. They still have him there. I mean, they still have... Dude, I don't even like Brock Purdy that much, and I'm on record saying that basically when any of his guys get injured, he sucks. But I'm still going to go with the 49ers to win this division.
I think that football is a great example as to why nepotism is actually not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Yeah. I'm serious because Shanahan and Schottenheimer, like almost all the kids
you pass that information down to your son. Although,
yeah, dude,
Schottenheimer's son has not been a very good head coach. Though Marty Schottenheimer always, Marty Schottenheimer because you're the Chargers fan.
Marty Ball. He played the same style of like run it, play close games, blah blah blah, and it was crazy because we had fucking LT and Drew Brees, and then we had LT and Phillip Rivers. And
I loved LT, man. Loved LT.
It was like, dude, you got to let it fucking rip. Like you've got elite talent. We had Vincent Jackson and like such an unbelievable squad, and he was playing like.
I was like ready to kill myself that year that they beat the Patriots because I was a Patriot hater. Well, the year with LT where LT like dominated that game. It was when the Patriots stomped on the Chargers logo, and the Chargers they lost the game because they fumbled the interception. You remember that?
Yeah, that dude.
It was actually Marlon Jackson, I think is who it was.
Nope, it was Marlon McCree.
McCree, yeah, that's right, McCree. I get them confused. Yeah,
I know him. I know him personally, but it's a business. Yeah, it's a business deal, so I can't talk about it. But let me just tell you, I don't like that guy.
Wow. Yeah, and for multiple reasons.
I'll leave it at that.
I guess. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that game, I was so unhappy with that game, man. But I wound up being.
If you were unhappy, imagine how I felt. It was like the end of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, well, at least for me, I was rooting for Peyton Manning that year, and the Colts won the Super Bowl that year and knocked out the Patriots the next week.
And it was the year either before that or right after that we took out the Colts in the wild card.
I remember it. Yeah,
divisional, and it wasn't even LT because LT was hurt. And it was our backup running back went ballistic, and I think we took him out in OT. I could be mistaken. And Phillip Rivers played on a torn ACL in the fucking AFC Championship.
Yeah,
dude.
and they still almost beat the Patriots on the road. And I remember that was the year after I graduated college, and I was back up on campus. I was at like an off-campus apartment because some of my roommates were still going to school and whatever. So, like, I went up to watch the game with those guys. Most of them were Patriot fans.
People will never understand. Because of the Patriots run, how much glory got absorbed by the Chargers in that decade. Like the Chargers, if it were not for the Patriots, the Chargers absolutely win one or more Super Bowls with Drew Brees LT or Rivers LT. Like we had fucking Sean Merriman and like just, I mean, the team was unbelievable for so many years.
Really, really good. And this year that you're talking about here was also the year that the Patriots went undefeated. That was the 16-0 year.
Yep.
Because I remember I was up in I went up to watch it, with my friends there at their apartment there, and I also watched the Super Bowl there where the Giants pulled off the upset. I was so happy about that, and I won money on it.
I think it was Michael Turner who fucked the Colts up.
It might have been, but that when I went up to watch the Chargers game against the Patriots, I was wearing a powder blue LaDanian Tomlinson jersey, and these 3 guys, you can take a guess what race they were. When I was walking the streets in Worcester, they saw my jersey, like, fuck you, fuck the Chargers, and they tried to run me off the street with their car. They, like, drove up onto the sidewalk and tried to hit me with their car. And
well, that's what you get. That's what you get for going to Worcester.
I jumped over a brick wall. They probably would have hit me with their car otherwise. It was insane, dude. It was so insane.
And during that same era, I was delivering pizzas to LaDanian Tomlinson.
Oh! Seriously?
Yep. Multiple times.
You know every Charger player.
Well, I don't know if I'd say I know him, but he signed a football for me, and he still tipped me $5. Good guy.
That's awesome, man. So part of your tip was a signed LT football. I would take that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I literally said, because I saw the order slip. I was working at Pizza Hut at the time. Yeah. Briefly, I usually worked at nice places, but I saw the delivery slip and it said Tomlinson, and I was like, oh shit. I immediately drove back to my apartment, grabbed a football that I had, and then when I dropped it off, sure enough, he didn't even have like his wife or help or whatever answer the door. It was him. And I was like, hey man, instead of a tip, would it be too much to ask you to sign this ball? And he's like, oh dude, for sure. And then he still tipped me. I was like, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. So he was a nice guy too.
Yeah. Like he's a really good guy. But I will say this. Every time I delivered to him, because I delivered to him 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 or 6, and every time it reeked like pot. So I think he was he was a massive stoner.
All right. Hell yeah, man. We get some of the LT lore there.
Yep.
All right.
Which is incredible because I think he had like 31 touchdowns in a season or something, and he was just high as a kite.
Hell yeah, man. All right, who are your wild card picks going to be here, man? So you went with, what did you go with? You went Eagles, you went Lions, Falcons, and 49ers. And yeah, who are your wild cards? It seemed like you were probably going, you said Washington maybe, and Rams, it seemed like you were talking about, but I don't know, maybe Packers. I don't know. Who are you going with there?
Yeah, I would go Packers, Redskins, scroll down.
You want one of these NFC South teams?
No. I was just thinking about the NFC West. Scroll up.
I mean, the Rams, Stafford, I mean, his back's going to have to be good, but they still have Sean McVay there. They still got a pretty good defense there as well. After their defense was horrible the first half of the year last year, they really turned it around. Rams.
I feel like the Packers and the Vikings could both get wild card slots, honestly.
They could, for sure, yeah. I mean, we saw that happen last year, right? Detroit won the division, and I think both of those teams got wild cards last year. So 3 NFC North teams made the playoffs last year.
Yeah. I'm leaning in that direction, so I'll just make that my pick. Who knows?
So you're going Packers, Vikings, and Washington. So you're leaving the Rams out. Ooh.
I'm just not, they're just whatever.
All right. I'm gonna go Dallas. Because I had Green Bay winning the division, I'm going to go with Detroit being a wild card. And I'm going to go Rams. I'm going to go with the Vikings to not make the playoffs with the rookie QB there. That's how I'm going to do it. And go with Washington to drop off enough that they fail to make the playoffs in what I think is a pretty difficult NFC, really, to be honest. All right, and then Super Bowl. What do you think the Super Bowl matchup and winner is going to be? We can bring up the odds.
I think it'll be the Titans versus the Saints. And I'm all in on the Saints. I put my whole life savings on the Saints. So let's hope that I'm right.
You're throwing shade against Andy. He is reminding you to not forget
Antonio Gates. You're right, dude. My bad.
Yeah, Antonio Gates.
Gates was like almost certainly the second best tight end of all time, and no one ever talks about him. So much so that a Charger fan like me forgot about him.
Dude, nobody really talks about the Patriots when they had Ben Coates back in the Drew Bledsoe days. He was such a good tight end back when I was actually a Patriots fan. Nobody talks about that guy either.
But then you got the fucking 1-2 punch of the murderer and that Gronkowski retard. So
yeah. Yeah, and I actually kind of like Gronk just because I think he's hilarious. At least,
Dude.
I
Gronk and
like
Hernandez.
his retardedness.
Gronk and Hernandez was the scariest tight end duel I've ever seen in my life, and I didn't even know he was a murderer at the time. Had I known that, my God.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, and he's a multiple murderer. Yeah, he murdered.
He was like a legit serial killer.
He murdered 3 people, and well, does it count as a serial killer because it was 2 separate incidents. He murdered his wife's sister's fiance or whatever because the guy knew too much information about his previous crime, so he murdered that guy. And the other event was a double homicide that took place in a bar. I know the exact bar. I saw Dave Smith, Robbie the Fire, and Louis J. Gomez show at that bar where that incident started. Where which was a club / bar and whatever. It was over a spilled drink or something. And then down the street from there, Hernandez, it was a drive-by double shooting. So that was the double homicide. And then he also tried to kill one of his friends who was like one of his homies who knew too much information. Tried to kill that guy later and shot his eye out.
But we know about that. So that's 3 murders we know about, 1 attempted murder that we know about.
Correct.
How many did we not know about? So either he's a serial killer or he's just the biggest piece of shit gangbanger ever. So whatever.
Hernandez not on the Epstein list because he was gay, so he did not like little girls.
But I do think he killed himself, so that's the difference between him and Epstein.
He probably killed himself, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's that much around that particular suicide. He was fucking crazy, dude.
I can't believe Garbage Man is watching this. This is hilarious.
I love it, man. We get all these guys in the chat. Yeah, so not besides Tennessee versus New Orleans, who are you actually picking?
You're not taking me seriously on those picks?
No. I have the odds up here too, but it looks like it's a crapshoot, man. I mean, it's the NFL. You don't have any like outright favorite here by any means at all. You have a lot of teams with like decent odds there that are in the mix there.
So it looks like Bills Eagles are the favorites.
Yeah, but slightly. Bills have the same odds as the Ravens actually to win the AFC.
Okay.
Or sorry, to win the championship, but probably the same to win the AFC too. Let me see. Yeah, same to win the AFC as well.
Okay. God, dude, I don't know. What's your pick?
Oh man, I'm gonna go. I mean, it seems like there's always one like crazy team that makes it that you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, how did that team get in? I'm thinking about this. I don't think it's going to be the Eagles again, man. I mean, although a lot of times you see that Super Bowl champion get there again, that's been happening recently, but I think I'm going to go against that. I don't think it's going to be the Eagles. Man, I'm going to go, for AFC, I'm going to go with Baltimore. I mean, they've been like a nasty team for so long, man. I think losing their defensive coordinator before last year was a problem. You know, he's the head coach of Seattle now, but I think after having one season under their belt in that state, I think they're going to be really good again. I think Baltimore, I'll shout out to Garbage Man because he likes Derrick Henry. So Baltimore still has him. So I'll go with the Ravens. The Ravens are really good. They're good on both sides of the ball, man. So I think very dangerous team.
Of those top 5, which is, you know, it's funny. The Broncos were favored over the Chargers in the division, but they have the same odds for the Super Bowl. That's fascinating.
Wait, what was that?
The Broncos had slightly better odds for the AFC West than the Chargers did, but they have the exact same odds for the Super Bowl, which is weird.
It's interesting. Yeah, the odds makers think that when the Broncos get to the playoffs because of their inexperience, maybe they won't be as good.
Okay, that's thank you for the rationale. That actually
something
is
like that. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a market, so it has to do with like.
Well, yeah, I think it just means
what
that people
guys
are
betting on too.
I think people are actually putting money on the Chargers because of Herbert, and they don't have as much faith in the second-year quarterback. Yeah. But
I don't know. I mean, I think public-wise, though, I think the public is probably taking shots on like Denver. I think they feel like Bo Nix.
I'll tell you what I would have picked. I would have picked Lions Ravens, but
okay.
I'm really nervous about the Lions losing their OC in DC and having a setback. Also, I think Goff is like, I don't know. I think he's like kind of a fucking retard. So. Yeah,
I mean, I always thought that he was, but I kind of like him now. I haven't watched the quarterback on Netflix series yet that he's in there, but
he's a hell of a quarterback. But I just like. The quarterback, it's so important that you're like really, really bright, and that's I just can't imagine a guy as dumb as him winning a Super Bowl. I know that's kind of retarded, but whatever.
To push back on that a little bit, at least Detroit, their top 2 defensive players missed a huge chunk of the season last year.
That's a great point.
I think including the playoffs, or I don't know if did Anzalone come back at all because Hutchinson was out. He broke his leg. But
yeah,
they're
no,
gonna,
if I'll say
they're
if
back
Hutchinson,
this year.
If Hutchinson comes back and he is as elite as he was prior to the injury, then I still think that the Lions are the favorite in the NFC.
Goff won with LA when he never won a Super Bowl though, right? That was the whole thing. Like Stafford, won out on that trade, right? Because Stafford won the Super Bowl with LA. Goff did not win. Goff lost to the Patriots when they made the Super Bowl, but he got them to the Super Bowl, but they didn't win it. And then they got Matthew Stafford, and Stafford won the Super Bowl with the Rams against the Bengals.
Yep, you stand corrected, Garbage Man.
Yes.
I think it's Eagles or the Lions. I feel pretty confident. I'd be shocked if the Commanders or the Niners or any of those other teams have a shot at it. I think that I like the Ravens more than I like the Bills. I don't think that the Chiefs are going to sniff it, dude. I really think that they fall off this season. That's just my opinion.
I agree as well. Yeah.
I could be totally wrong, but I think that the Bengals should not be ranked higher than the Chargers. I think that's fucking crazy socks. Crazy.
I agree with you as well. I'm not a fan of the Bengals just because I don't think their defense is good enough. I think the Chiefs will be in the playoffs and they will be a really difficult out, but they play a lot of close games, man. So I think the Chiefs will go down.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that they don't make the playoffs,
yeah.
but I'd be shocked if they go to the Super Bowl again. That'd be fucking crazy to me. So yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers.
All right, so you're going Chargers. Wait, what? I thought you said. Wait, I thought you said Ravens.
Chargers versus Lions. That's my final answer.
Wow, the game that's on right now. That would be crazy, dude. The Hall of Fame game, first preseason game.
Well, it's because you know why it's the Hall of Fame game, because both of those teams are going to the Hall of Fame. Look, I think it's like Ravens Lions would be my bet, but my heart says Chargers Lions. So,
oh man, I'm going Ravens, and I'm gonna do something really dumb, probably really retarded.
You gonna say Packers?
You
gonna say Packers?
Yes,
I knew you were gonna say Packers.
Yep. Well, right. It's DEI, man. We're gonna get black versus black on black crime in the Super Bowl. Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm going with the dark skinned black guy to beat the shit out of Jordan Love's white or light skinned ass.
Okay. Man. Yeah. Hell yeah, Clint.
We did it.
We'll see what happens. We did
it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into a podcast about betting on football. For at least one of the people here didn't know a fucking thing. I didn't half the teams. I didn't even know who the starting quarterback was. That's how bad my research was. But
well, now you know.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. I always love doing it. If you want to come back on, before the playoffs or something to fill out a playoff bracket or something.
Dude, we should let's do it once the MLB playoffs start.
Oh, we could do the MLB one too. Yeah, MLB that's a tough call usually. Yeah, we can do that too.
Baseball is the hardest sport to bet on. Yeah, baseball is so fucking hard because especially the playoffs in MLB, because it's just like who's hot. If you get hot. Yeah. You could have a team that just barely sneaks in, and then they end up winning the World Series. It's crazy.
Like the fucking wasn't it like the Diamondbacks recently, and then like the Rangers had one. It's
every year, it's a team that you don't expect. It feels
except last year. Last year was the expected World Series matchup. Yeah, Dodgers and Yankees. That was what everybody expected.
Yeah.
But dude, I hope it's not. I hope it's neither of those teams this year. Fuck both of those teams.
You know who it needs to be?
Padres, Red Sox, baby. How about that?
Let's go.
And if that's the case, I won't be too upset if the Red Sox lose. I don't think the Red Sox are going to get there, though. I'm sorry, I don't think the Padres are going to get there either. But yeah, but their bullpen is really, really excellent, though,
dude. And the way they're swinging right now, that's what I'm saying though. If they get hot, it just requires a month of hotness, and it's like, all right, now you're in the big show.
That's right. That's true. Yeah, just got to get hot at the right time. Yeah, baseball. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get there.
The Padres have the talent that if they get hot, they are a fucking problem. If the way Machado, Tatis, and Bogarts are swinging right now, if you could just get Cronenworth to bat because he was batting 300 a couple of seasons ago. Yeah. If you get him to fucking hit, and then the our center fielder who's Jackson Merrill, who's fucking who was unbelievably elite in his rookie year. If you could get him to hit like that, then you got 5 serious bats. You've got the best bullpen, and then your starting pitching is your weak spot. And it's like, and we're getting healthy on starting pitching. I don't know. I'm just saying. Don't cut us out, ladies and gentlemen. The Padres are fucking a serious threat.
Yeah, I actually don't understand how their offense is struggling as much as it is with the talent that they have there.
Dude, the talent is amazing.
Same with their starting pitching.
Like, they didn't hit. Yeah. They didn't hit for the first half of the year. Like their hitting was like really not that good.
And they just got Yu Darvish back. They're going to need him to actually like return to some sort of form here because he's been awful so far.
No, that's not true. Was
he good last night?
Dude, he was spanning it. He
really?
He threw every pitch he threw 15% of the time. So it was like he had like 7 different pitches. They couldn't hit him at all. He did
that's his thing. He has a ton of different pitches. Yeah.
He did a two hitter. Padres won like 8-0. So yeah, the Padres are a fucking serious threat, dude.
Yeah, because he was bad his first few games back, but I guess he's back on now. I mean that's
dude.
Wild,
the way he pitched the last game, and then if we get that other that homegrown kid that had the no hitter last year, Musgrove, if he comes back, I'm telling you.
Where's he at? Yeah, I forgot about him.
He's out right now. So
is he coming back? He hasn't pitched this season, I don't think.
I don't think so, but he's been in the dugout lately, so that means he's probably getting close. So if I'm just saying, Merrill hasn't been hitting and Cronenworth hasn't been hitting.
Dude, you guys need to get Michael King back. Where's that guy? Is he hurt?
I think he's back. I could be wrong though.
I don't know. I mean, I do baseball every day, and he has not started for a long time. So
okay, then he's out.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Like we got a lot of our fucking best players out, and we're still 3 games back. We're 3 games back to the Doyers.
Yeah, Clint, you implicated yourself in Pizzagate tonight, and LaDanian Tomlinson along with you. That was LaDanian Tomlinson ordered cheese pizza from you at Comet Pizza.
This is a true story. I was such a huge fan of LaDanian Tomlinson. I didn't tell a soul that he was a pothead because that was still when the NFL was really serious. But if you guys remember, Ricky Williams got basically ousted from the league because he was a stoner. So
such crazy rules. Dude.
It's only 10 years after his retirement that I'm willing to tell you guys the truth that LaDanian Tomlinson was a massive pothead.
Nobody's gonna care at this point, man. People will like him more for that at this point, probably. I always Ricky Williams too.
Yeah, me too. But I'm not saying that people would like him less because he was a stoner. I'm saying his career would have been jeopardized. So I would have kept that secret to the grave had it been necessary. But I can say it because he's out.
Tomlinson opens the door. You know, it's just this wave of pot smoke. He holds a gun up to you like you're not telling anybody.
Well, the funny thing is too,
Pizza boy.
He was like small guy. Like he was shorter than me. He wasn't even like more broad than I am. It was just weird that he's such an elite running back.
Travis saying Musgrove is out for the season. I knew he had Tommy John. I didn't know if he was coming back.
I thought he was coming back. You don't have to call me a dummy. Jesus.
I don't know, man. But yeah, that was a big blow when he did get hurt, though. I know that, but I don't remember when it was last year at some point. I don't remember when exactly. So I thought you might be right.
He's been out. He's been out forever. That's why I thought he was coming back. But if Trav says that he's not, fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't think
make me feel bad about my Musgrove.
Yeah, I don't think that's the Travis that we know. I think that's another Trav. But yeah,
that's okay. But Clinton, Musgrove was the first. I think he was the first pitcher in Padre history to throw a no hitter. So he is a legend for that.
That is legendary, man. I'm always gonna remember Clint's take on the WNBA game. Yeah.
There's gonna be a bunch of ugly lesbians, and I think that the crew of Massive Dykes is probably gonna take it though.
Yeah. Did you see? I think it was 2 nights ago the green dildo that got thrown onto the court at the WNBA game.
I did. It was
in Atlanta.
Yeah, they actually took it straight out of my ass and threw it into center court. It was crazy.
Oh yeah. I can't believe you were at the Atlanta Dream game, man.
Can you imagine? Going to a WNBA game? Like, what a piece of shit you got to be.
I consider going to the.
Of course you did.
Well, Caitlin Clark was going to be playing at TD Garden.
Okay. If you want to see Caitlin Clark in person, I get it, but.
Well, I wanted to see Sophie Cunningham in person, but
see, you're a pervert.
Caitlin Clark was hurt though. I decided not to go to that game, and dude, I went into Boston. Well, I went into Boston that same night to see Weird Al, and there were Indiana Fever jerseys all over the place in Boston. Even though they were playing against Connecticut, it was the closest WNBA team to us. Everybody was like, "Nope, fuck that. We're all in on Caitlin Clark, dude." I mean, that's how popular she is. Yeah.
No, look, she's a very talented gal, but I will say this: she couldn't sniff a D1 college basketball team for the men's. Like that's.
No,
the WNBA is just such a fucking crock of shit. I can't believe anybody talks about it, anybody cares about it. The fact that they've like just been shoving it down my fucking feed on X makes me so mad. I don't want to watch any of these fucking layups and Just
talk about it on this show,
layups.
man. I'm 13-8 in my my WNBA.
You're
plays,
betting
man.
on WNBA? Oh, dude.
I was before I lost my job.
Look, I have never told you that you have a problem until just now. You have a problem. So.
But you can win. I never watch it, but you can win on it, man.
Well, of course you can win on it. You could win on betting on anything.
I gave out a winner in the dildo game. I gave out a winner on Golden State. Yeah, they covered. Man. They won outright as an underdog. Yeah.
That makes me sad, dude. You should not be betting on WNBA. It's like betting on bowling or something. At Liberty Lock Pod on X, if you want to follow me, I have Brett Weinstein on the show this weekend, so it's going to be a big one.
Not Harvey Weinstein. You're not Candace Owens. You're not propping up a wealthy pedophile.
No,
on your show. All right.
But for the record, I would have Harvey Weinstein on the show if he's interested. But no, Brett Weinstein. I think he's a brilliant guy and a really deep thinker, and I'm thrilled to have an opportunity to talk to him for an hour. So it's going to be great.
Hell yeah, that sounds awesome, man. Liberty Lockdown, one of the top shows in the political and current event sphere, man. If I might say so myself, and not just because I've been on it before.
Dude, no bullshit. It's like I was looking at. I haven't checked stats in a while, but I was looking at.
Oh my god.
Ew, gross.
The lingerie WNBA, those are not the players you want to see, man. Just Sophie Cunningham and a few of the other ones.
Yeah. But anyways, I was looking at Apple Podcasts and shit, and I legitimately think Liberty Lockdown is like a top 5 Liberty oriented podcast, which is crazy.
It is, man. Betting on darts. Yeah, I'm not that much of a savage, but I know there are professionals that do it, and they focus on darts, and they make money on darts. And it sounds like the names are made up, the dart players. And
honestly, I would rather watch professional darts than the WNBA.
Dude, there's this one of the top dart players or whatever, like one of the top darters, I guess. I guess he's not the best, but he's this kind of older, fatter dude. And he did this crazy entrance one night that went viral because he walked down and he just randomly grabbed some dude and kissed him on the mouth, and then he went up and started throwing darts.
See, this is why darts is better than the NFL, because you can't kiss people in the NFL.
That's true. And he didn't get thrown out of the league at all. Yeah.
You know what's gayer than kissing a dude? Not being able to kiss a dude. That's pretty fucking gay.
That's right.
By the way, I would rather watch not just darts. I'd rather watch bowling than the WNBA. I'd rather watch snuff films than the WNBA. I'd rather literally have my eyes torn out of my head than watch the WNBA. I can't believe anybody watches the WNBA.
It's got to go away, man. It's just being propped up by
special
interest.
It's literally kept alive by the NBA. They funnel money from the NBA into the WNBA. It has lost money to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars for 25 years straight. It's so crazy that it still exists.
Thank you, Trav. Yeah, Stephen Bunting. Yeah, that's right. Of course, Trav knows the darts players, man. Yeah, that's right. Stephen Bunting is his name. Yeah.
Trav's autism is unsurpassed. He's like Musgrove's out for a fucking season. Tommy John. All right, dude. I gotta go.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on, man. Everybody check out Clint on Liberty Lockdown, Liberty Lock Pod on Twitter. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Peace out.
Miss you, buddy. Peace.
You too, man.